What's up, you guys? WandaVision is getting crazy, the critic here, and today I'm reviewing Collapsed in Sunbeams by Arlo Park. The new British singer-songwriter and poet has released her debut album about a series of sketched-out pictures that are based on her youth and the people that formed it. The singer has released a track last year that is on this album, and I could say that it was one of my favorite tracks of 2020. The versatility and vulnerability from this new artist is absolutely unique in many ways. Starting with the track Hurt. It's a danceable track that feels exulting. The track represents how hard life can be, but there is also joyfulness that comes with it. The spiritual drums and beating bass is what makes the track more joyful with a positive approach. Too Good is also another bright and colorful song that brings a lot of 70s and 90s vibes. Arlo is in a position in her relationship where that person makes things so hard where it's just too good to be true. The drum beat brings a lot of leadership to the song because it's something you can jam out to with anything with. It's those small details that make the song amazing and danceable. Hope is a track where Arlo researches that ideology of being lost and feeling depressed. It's a song that's released at a good time because we're going through a pandemic, and there are a lot of people that feel this way. Her approach is presented in verses where it's empathetic and relatable. An example of that is her mini spoken word poem where she imagines that she's in this person's shoes. The drums make another highlight in this track, creating a big help to the piano chorus. The lead guitar can use a little bit of work, but it's used as if it was a background music to sing along with Arlo. Caroline is a motivating track that's attentive on the topic of relationships. Arlo asks many questions about the topic of relationships, like why did it happen and who caused it. Her vocal performance is one of the best, and I love how she uses her own harmonies. It feels like it's inspired by the Beatles on their album Abbey Road. The psychedelic guitar and rhythmic drums is what helps the song come to life. Black Dog is the specific track I talked about earlier when I said it was one of the best tracks I've heard in 2020. Not only that, it builds a lot of anticipation and potential for this artist as well. This song is about her best friend going through the process of mental illness and how music can be a gateway to help process through it. The somber guitar rhythms and synthesizers make the song very compelling. Arlo's vocal performance is one of the best I've heard this year. Green Eyes is a moody and wishful pop song that takes in a lot of comfort. It takes you on a journey where you go to these harmful moments that help love and accept yourself. The head bopping and groovy bass helps the song represent what it stands for. Just Go deals with toxicity itself. It describes the experiences and effects people go through when having toxic friends and being in a toxic relationship. I can say this is where the streak ends because there are many songs about being in the topic of toxicity. It is a great song that gives a unique take on the topic anyways. For Violet is a meditative song about thinking while living in the present moment. It's simple, and yet it's also has its deep and dark moments where the innocence of a human being is imperfect. There are ways of preventing it from happening though. Eugene is a warm love song that is about an unanswered relationship that centers between a girl and Eugene. The dreamlike lyrics bring out the vulnerability of Arlo, which helps people feel comfortable. I love the lead guitar performance, and the drums really do make the sound so raw. Bluish is a trust issue song about being in an uncomfortable friendship. Arlo's performance expresses this feeling of fear and boundaries. The piano makes the song feel like you're in a weird area and position with a friend. Porter 400 is an amazing conclusion and Arlo's most sampled production on this album. It feels like there's an end credit sequence that is inspired by teenage 70s movies. It captures this sadness that strangely has a lot of optimism. I like the sampled production because it keeps your head bopping as well. Overall, I think her debut album is really great for the new artist. It brings this collection of narratives that matches a cold comfort for listeners to enjoy. The effort and work she put into this album is totally worth it, and it's totally worth your time. Specifically because of its body of work. Arlo is that kind of artist who is fastidious in all surfaces of her craft. It's exciting and psychedelic, and up to the point where I'm just gonna root for her because I want her to have a very successful career. I'm giving Collapsed in Sunbeams by Arlo Park a B+. Let's switch it up! Hey guys, what do you think about this album? Be sure to comment down below. Make sure you guys follow my Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter as well. Thank you guys. You guys are freaking awesome. Peace out.